Kayla Bear, we need you. Well, Laura has like her own, she's got like a schedule, like a work schedule. I think that's why she always comes a little. And Tef is probably sleeping, but he probably just got the notification to wake up, come have tea with your friends. Oh man, I had a good stream yesterday. I felt really good about it. I finally cracked open the big book my my political mentor gave me to borrow a year and a half ago. And it talks about like consensus. You know, the name of the book is Political Liberalism. It's like a set of lectures this like law professor did highlighting his like theory around mostly around consensus. You know, in diverse mindset communities, you have to like respect the unique perspectives. As he calls it reasonable, comprehensive doctrines. So it's basically all of the doctrines that are reasonable, that like aren't evil and aren't irrational. They're permissible, and then like political leaders need to help people kind of put their own unique doctrines to the side to make collaborative decisions about what is going to be our consensus on like what our Constitution should be, and what's our consensus on like those big overarching ideals that we have to work within. And then there's another type of consensus called overlapping consensus, where, you know, we start making consensus decisions on like more specific things. That's more challenging. Yeah, because I got in a fight, well, not a fight, just a debate with someone that I believe was playing devil's advocate with me, but that's cool. I always welcome the devil's advocate. But yeah, they were saying consensus is impossible, because like they were asking me, well, if you were a politician and you were representing this community, like how would you decide on, you know, taking money for this infrastructure project that, you know, could be good for your community? I'm like, well, I'd want to understand the consensus of my community before making that decision for them. And they said, well, consensus is not possible. It's impossible. Everybody has different viewpoints. So it's kind of good. This book like goes into really great detail about like the psychology of consensus and how to like best hold space for that to happen. But do you understand why it's not possible, or why someone would say consensus is not possible? Yeah, yeah. Duh. Hi, Jeremy. Welcome to the tea house. Thanks for coming. Hey guys, we got raided. There's a raid going on. These guys think they're so cool coming through here raiding us. Like, we're here trying to have a peaceful tea time together. Not the kind of raid you're thinking, Joe. Thomas, T Games and Star Stuff, thank you so much for the raid. Thanks for bringing your community here. And hey guys, if you want to join the fun, the link to join us is like really, it's just down here in the title. Come to that link, topia.io/teahouse. Come from a Chrome browser on your computer. That'll be most ideal. We look forward to meeting you and drinking tea with you. Yeah, that's Sam. Sam is kind of the boss here, so... Well, usually if we have Tef here, he can handle things before a boss is needed. unless it has to do with poop, then Tef is out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're... Shh, no one talk when they come here. Act like we're not here. All right, guys? Yeah. All right. It's gotten to that point where we're almost to 10 minutes being live. I gotta hit her up. Yeah. Yeah. Manifest the beard. Hey, busy's good. Cool. That's good news. Interesting. It infuses differently, yeah. Because are you guys doing like you're infusing it into the whiskey itself? Like what's going on? I guess I don't know what you guys are doing. Mm. Nice. That's really exciting. So, we should all buy some from Jeremy, and then in one of our parties, we should all drink it together and just get tea lit. Yeah, we should do it. Yeah. Tea lit. Hey, so just a little side note, I recently started working with a kombucha brewer, and they have also found the amber red to be the most ideal tea for what they're doing, which is good news because I have like a ton of it. And it's good. Yeah, yeah. And if you buy it in bulk, well, I guess you're not going to be doing bulk because you're doing small batch. But like with kombucha, they need to buy in bulk. So it's been good. But I brought the story up because the name of his company is just like, it's epic. It's Bucci Call. Bucci Call. When you need the booch. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We're all familiar with this random Bucci Call. Feeling lonely, wanting some SCOBY company. That sounds good. Strawberry and sage. Mm-hmm. You said Kayla was coming? I didn't see her. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So the doorbell goes off before they come in? Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, so it's possible from Twitch, maybe someone came and then changed their mind. Or they were like Mafalda. When Mafalda first started hanging out with us, she popped into one of our tea rooms and was like, "Oh shit, my camera's turning on. I gotta put some clothes on." She wasn't naked, no, but she was like in her pajamas because it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. She's like, "This looks like fun." She's like probably still in bed, just on her phone, just playing around, and then, oh shit, my camera's on. Hi, Ashley. Hello. Happy Thursday to you. Oh, cool. Okay, great. I just got the confirmation that my friend's test came back negative. Whew. Yeah, I had my first contact tracing situation in the pandemic. It was gonna have to come eventually, like I hardly hang out with anybody, but yeah, yes. Well, I can't imagine. I mean, I guess at this point, most people are probably just whatever about it. But like working in like a frontline position, you must have to deal with this like on a weekly, like, oh, so and so positive, you got to go get tested, you got to deal with this. And I just haven't had to deal with that.
Positive or like had family members that would test positive. And she would just be like, great, don't come back for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's like only when staff members had family members and like close contacts, then they would go and get tested.
Yeah.
And I don't think she ever had an issue with a staff member testing positive.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I guess that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And I mean, she was there until mid-January. And I mean, they did a lot of cleaning. And she was very insistent about like proper mask use.
Mm-hmm.
To the point that it pissed a lot of people off, I think. But at the same time, they didn't have any COVID in their clinic.
Yeah.
So what can you? If it works, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe, I know this is probably a trigger for you, but I've been wanting to ask this for the past few weeks. With the new executive order that all public transportation have to wear masks, like, are you guys still just kind of doing your own thing, or? Yeah, okay. No judgment. I was just curious because they said like federal buildings and then all like companies dealing in public transportation.
Yeah, this might not be a question that Joe wants to answer on a live stream.
Yeah, okay. Finally, we found something that Joe's not cool streaming. That's good. That's good.
That's because it won't get me in trouble. It'll get my homie in trouble.
Oh, of course. So then that does, regardless of whatever, but like, so even if you have a private taxi company, you're supposed to follow that same executive order? Interesting.
I don't know for sure. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I read it. Because at first everybody was like, oh, this is going to be an executive order for all people everywhere to wear masks. But it's like specifically like public transport. And so it could just be like city-run public transport.
Right. You would assume it would be government-funded public transport.
Yeah.
That's honestly probably the case because otherwise they're getting into hairy territory telling people what to do with their private businesses. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing about our businesses. It's not, people are always like, think they can be an asshole or think that we have to do exactly what they want. It's like, this is a private business. I'm not getting paid by the state, so I don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I can drop you off on the side of the interstate. I don't know what to tell you.
You're going to leave me a bad Yelp review for it, but...
Oh, Eric. Eric is here. Yay. Yay. Oh, Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Yay. Yeah, Eric had pointed out to me that I had like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I had you guys muted for like the first 10 minutes. So unfortunately, I mean, we didn't have a lot of viewers, but our raid, they didn't get to hear you guys. I feel so bad for that. But we're all good now. Hey, Eric, if it's possible, if you have headphones, that'd be awesome. There you go. And was that the guy from Office Space? His, like, super annoying voice when he'd come up and be like, those TPS reports, if you can get them to me. What was his saying? It was like the super like passive aggressive, like, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't remember where I was, but I definitely talked to the woman who answered the phone at Office Space. That was like, hello, thank you for coming and calling. Like this like overly chipper, wanting to be helpful lady. That receptionist, I've definitely talked to her sometime recently. I just don't remember where or when.
Oh, she's still working? She didn't lose her job. She didn't lose her job in the fire.
Nope. So, what's happening, Eric? How's St. Louis?
It's okay. I don't know. I haven't been out in a while.
You guys been getting snow?
No, rain today.
Okay.
Yeah, it was raining today. Nothing. Not cold enough for snow. Definitely not. Kind of warm up my water here. Okay.
Have you guys also been having like a warm winter?
Very warm. We had snow, but it only stuck for one day, and then it rained. So
It's rained.
it's been very warm.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same here. We had a foot in like 2 days, and then the rain and the warmth melted it all away.
Yeah.
And now we just have like beautiful spring weather in the beginning of February.
Yeah. It feels certainly feels like it's 40. Oh no, it's 36. It's down to 36 Fahrenheit now. But it's usually in the 40s during the day, which is
That's where it's been here too. 40s, even up into the 50s.
Yeah. Where do you live?
In South Dakota.
Okay, yeah.
So kind of the same sort of weather, probably.
Probably.
You know.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Jeremy too. Jeremy's not too far from Eric. I've driven from Jeremy's place to Eric's place in a few hours before.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Jeremy, did you ever go see the town, the littlest town with all the biggest things?
No, I haven't. I still really, really want to, though.
Wait, what is this?
What was the name?
I forget the name of the town too, but they just refer to themselves as the littlest town with the biggest things.
Yeah.
And they have like all these like Guinness Book Record largest rocking chair, largest wind chime, the world's largest mouse trap, the world's largest everything, anything you could think. You know, there's probably a bunch of crafters there that just get a kick out of making all these enormous things.
And submitting them to Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, and then they're on display, and you can drive around. It's like a cool little driving tour to go see all these like abnormally large things.
Are you talking about Casey?
Yeah.
Casey.
Casey, that's right.
Have you been there, Eric?
No, I haven't been there.
Kind of far
That's
for
in Florida.
you, but it's around the corner for Jeremy. That's how I was always surprised, because I went there when I was driving from Terre Haute to St. Louis. I totally stopped there on the way. I'm like that. I always get distracted. I'll, stopping to check out things on the way.
It sounds like a good time.
Yeah, quaint.
With delusions of grandeur.
Why do they have to be delusional?
Yeah, they're not. It's real. You can touch it. It's real. You can knock on the wood.
Real
It's real.
grandeur. Okay, yeah. It's real grandeur.
It's really big. Some even might call it grand
Yep.
or grande. Some people would also call it grande. I don't know if people in that part of the U.S. would call it grande.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Eric?
I've got some, I'm going to steep up some Foujuan.
Foujuan.
Yeah.
What is Foujuan?
It's a heicha from Hunan. It's the one with the little yellow flowers called not flowers, the little yellow mold called jinhua, golden flowers.
You have some.
Remember, I was drinking that tea and it had the yellow flowers in it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, it's called something else when it comes from Yunnan, right?
Fucha?
Fucha is the same as Foujuan.
Yeah.
It's just tea in one brick. Foujuan is brick, but I don't know what it's called. I should ask my friend if the mold is actually something different or if it's the same.
It looks exactly the same, and it tastes and feels like fucha. I've had like good fucha. I've had definitely bad fucha that didn't taste very good, but someone else said tea fens. I was telling her about it, and she had called it something else. I completely forgot what she called it. Like when it comes from Yunnan, it's a completely different type of tea.
I've heard of this thing called it starts with an A. Trying to trying to find it here. Not aflatoxin.
Yeah, aflatoxins aren't good, I
Aren't
think.
good. That's
Yeah.
not good. No. So I was talking to someone about this too, and they said other teas can have aflatoxin, which kind of looks similar, but it's not the same.
And that's something you don't want to be drinking.
Right. You don't want that.
You don't want to be drinking anything with the word toxin in it.
Yeah, but there's people injecting the botulism into their face.
So funny story about that. I get migraines, and I went to the doctor at the migraine clinic at UCLA, and she's like, "Well, the other option is to do Botox," and I told her I'm not doing Botox. Well, I went, why not? Because it's botulism being injected directly into your brain, and she's like, I've been doing this a while and nobody's ever brought that up. Botox, botulism toxin. I was insane and she'd never heard that before. And she's like, how nobody associated that is sad.
Yeah.
Weird.
But the fact that she looked at me and told me that I was the only person who ever brought that up, it's like.
Yeah. But yeah, I've heard it's a good treatment for migraines. I've heard that.
It has been, some patients have said it's good, but I don't respond to medication very well. So if I can't guarantee that I have a good chance of it working, because working doesn't work, it's not worth putting it in the body.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was just funny that the doctor responded almost in a way that she thought she didn't know.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah. Well, hey, I was a quality control supervisor for one of the largest tea manufacturers in the world for 2 years, and I never knew what Camellia sinensis was. So, It happens, and it's sad it happens in the medical field because it's like, oh my God.
She understood after I away. Well, eventually maybe we'll try it. We could talk about it. I like to be able to smile.
I mean, it's crazy. It's it's not even a byproduct or a secondary effect. It's the direct effect of botulism. That it because that's what it does when it gets into your brain. If you have infected food that has it, and it basically numbs your brain. So you put it in your face, it's just numbing all your nerve endings in your face.
Yep.
Yeah, no good.
I like to be able to smile.
There's some beauty blogger I saw a video of, and she was the chat was accusing her of using Botox, and she was like, no, I don't use Botox, I don't do that. But then she was like, oh, but yeah, no, I get Botox just in my forehead for my migraines. So she's got the reason for having it. But she was explaining how you can tell if other people have done Botox. It's when they raise their eyebrows, you'll never see wrinkles on their eyebrows, even a simple little eyebrow raise, you won't see any wrinkles on the forehead. Kayla's here.
I had a patient who was a flight attendant try to convince me to go down to Mexico to get Botox. It's $5 a unit.
Yeah.
You're not making a great case.
Hey, well, you can throw in some butt cheek implants while you're at it. That'll help make your sitting more comfortable. That's a medical.
Garage next door. Right around the corner, you can get a breast reduction or implants.
Yeah.
That's alley over.
I mean,
I probably should get a reduction.
Eric. Are you talking about your butt cheeks or your chest?
Chest. My chest.
Happy Thursday, Kayla.
Hi, happy Thursday. I started putting together first aid kits, so that's what I'm working on.
Cool.
Yeah.
For you, for other people, for geocaching?
For me, I'm like replenishing my car one.
Nice.
And like for, hiking and adventuring, and then just
Geocaching.
yeah, my geocaching first aid kit. I got a tourniquet because geocaching is, serious business.
Serious business.
No, I had to recertify for CPR, and I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity to get in the first aid kit mode.
Nice.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Hannah, you look like you're enjoying your nice outdoor space.
We are. It's pretty epic. I have my very warm, like, full blanket and go on a tour.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
so the trees, you get little finches, I think. And then in this tree, there's a lot of red-headed woodpeckers.
Oh, cool. That's so cool.
And then Sam gets to start every morning meditating in the sauna. Yeah,
Mm.
it's a good place to meditate.
It looks like it.
But yay! Hopefully nobody gets motion sick.
I have smelling salts, you guys. Real deal. If you're unconscious, I can waken you.
Hey, it's better than doing a sternal rub. The person that you use it on will really appreciate that method instead.
Totally. Yeah. Man. Yep. So how did the Constitution study group go? I never came back. Elise?
Yes.
No. How was the Constitution study group?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I was actually talking with Joe and Sam earlier about it. It was really good. Yeah, maybe get your opinion on the idea of consensus, and especially like when you vote for your politicians and lawmakers, and they're meant to be making decisions to serve the whole. Yeah, is consensus even possible? And is it important?
Like to get a majority agreeing on one thing for the whole?
So there's two definitions to consensus. I went to the dictionary, spent some time there. One of them is like the vote. One of them is like the majority agrees on something. So that's like a vote. And then the other one is like agreed upon sentiment or belief that everybody has, like a common sentiment or belief.
I think there's a difference there between like consensus and convention and then like law and enforcement. Those are two totally different areas if you ask me. One is consensual, and the other one is forced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like when you're like, can lawmakers find a consensus? And it's like, no, because that's not what they're doing. They're taking the opinion or perspective of a certain group of people and then forcing it on everyone else, and that is specifically not consensus.
Mm-hmm. What if lawmakers didn't do that?
See, now this is where everybody goes, oh no, the world would fall apart. Everybody would just kill each other. And there's not really much you can do to argue that, because the proof that it's not like that only comes if you have faith. And if you have no faith, no matter what anybody says, you'll never believe that we'll be okay without a bunch of laws. But there's a really good saying that says, how does it go? Like a dying government accumulates laws like a dying man accumulates remedies. And it's like the more laws and the more, you know, the more rules you have, it's basically like the more medications you're on because you're so fucked up and unhealthy.
Hi, Tab.
Hello.
Hi, Tab. Hi, Tab. Hi, Tab.
Hi, Tef. Yay, Tef's here.
Yay. Our sleepyheads down on the bottom, both awake from their naps, ready for tea. That's good.
Jeremy, is
Here.
that Winnie the
Ooh.
Pooh?
Huh?
Is that Winnie the Pooh?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And then what you should
Nice.
do at the very end, after you've completed all of it, is just like drench honey all over your beard. It would be awesome.
Oh,
Oh my
It'll
god.
sounds
100
awful.
acre woods.
It'd be awesome for you guys.
Yeah, this is
That
turning
sounds
into some
horrible.
really weird, like,
No, I
Hey.
like believe it's 100 acre woods, or
Yeah.
he looks kind of like a lion.
That's awesome. I don't know. People enjoy drenching themselves in honey. I've heard of this being a thing. Like it's
this
good
is
for
some of
your
the tradition stuff, man.
it's good for your skin. It's good for your beard health. And you know what? Pooh Bear would be very happy.
That's true.
I love Winnie the Pooh, man. That's like one of my favorite like scenes from any cartoon from when I was a kid was when he got stuck in the tree and he's his big butt just coming out the tree. He's just stuck there.
You guys like Pooh, go get this book.
Dow Poo. It's all about the tea shop, not the hamburger stand.
Oh man.
Favorite part. And the day of Piglet.
Aw. That's cute.
They're seriously awesome books.
I'll check them out. Hey Tef, you came in and we're talking about your two favorite things, Pooh and bears.
Always gonna be.
Oh my god. Oh, that could not have ended up better. That was wonderful.
Oh, Tef, you're muted.
Aww.
Oh.
No, Tab.
We can't hear you, Jeff.
We can't hear Taffy Poo.
I don't know if he wants us to do it.
I call everybody Pooh at some point. If I can find a way to put like an E at the end of their name, like Joey Pooh and Hannah Pooh. Well, I don't have to add a E at the end. Hannah is 2 syllables. Elise, though, I would. Elise Pooh. Even though it's the same.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
There he is.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So, I'm assuming this one is to like get out shards of glass if somebody was in a real accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or splinters.
It seems so big, and I have like, you know, real small delicate ones for splinters.
Small
but
ones are gonna be better. Those are just like the safe first aid ones, but metal ones are always gonna be better.
Cool. Yeah, this is like we'll go in the car, and it's one of those. Oh my god, I need that now things. It doesn't matter the quality, just that it's clean.
Yeah, I keep one in my car and one in our climbing gear.
Cool. What do you take in your climbing gear?
I carry a full first aid kit, but I also have extra ace bandages.
Okay.
Mostly extra ace bandages, and I think an extra ice pack, like an instant ice pack.
I just bought some of those.
I used to carry crutches in my car for like 2 years straight because Sam fell when he was climbing in Yosemite and ducked on a piece of concrete on his heel and was in a boot and crutches. And then like as soon as he got off, another friend had to use them, and then another friend. So like 4 friends in a row. So I just stopped.
Oh my gosh.
Probably 2 years after that. I'm just gonna keep these in the car because I'm gonna give them out at some point. Yeah, and a lot of like climbing tape, athletic tape.
Who is this? I'm gonna go greet who's over here. Someone just came in. Oh, they're coming.
Laura?
Oh, Laura! Yay! Oh, we got the whole crew here. The whole crew.
Sorry, my head.
Everyone's here.
What's going on?
Hi, Laura. Happy Thursday.
Thursday.
Should we move somewhere more comfortable?
Laura, just to make you happy.
Yeah, it was one of those like, oh, everyone's here.
Oh, nice.
Does that look familiar?
What?
The tea
Oh.
table.
Again?
There's your tea table.
Nice.
Where do you find a tea table like that?
One of our friends from the tea house made it, and we're storing it for her. But I think it might be on permanent storage. I think we got it like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, when the music festival scene starts up again, I'm sure it's gonna get back into rotation.
It's gonna start up here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Bitcoin, what are you shivering
Some
about?
of our musician friends, like, okay, that's something.
Here, you gotta go this way.
Everybody gets a little bit less crazy.
Taff, what are you drinking?
That you do not want to know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tea bags.
Tea bags? Yeah.
I
That's
promise it is not tea bags. That is something I can promise.
Okay.
but I mean,
That's all we carry. You can drink whatever the hell else you want. So.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to drink poo, we'd be cool with that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just started and had my second day of work, and I already need to bring a water kettle because they use the microwave to heat up their water,
Oh,
and
no.
they heat up tea.
It's
So-
really efficient, though. It's super efficient.
Oh my god.
Yes, it doesn't taste good.
No,
And
no,
so
not
I
an acceptable argument.
I could not bring it on my second day, but on my second week, it's like, okay, here's the water kettle.
I don't know. I had one in my classroom. I didn't even ask. It was necessary.
I did at my last clinic, but at least these people do drink tea, so it's better than drinking 5 pots of coffee a day, but we'll upgrade a little bit, a lot of it.
What really surprises me how people actually like shitty tea.
I don't think people know that there's a difference, though. Like,
That's my point, though. Like, if it's not good, it's like not good. You know what I mean? Like,
But if people are not aware about it, then you do not care about it. Like, then
Yeah.
it's just
how do
tea.
my point is, if they don't know the other option, I still don't get how they like that first option.
Oh,
It's the same way about coffee. I'm
Because it's
always
yeah.
amazed when people are like, I just drink it for the caffeine. And I'm like, but it
No.
tastes so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
spend an extra $1 and get a little bit more for a week.
yeah,
It's mind blowing.
yeah.
The taste is garbage.
My only guilty pleasure around Christmas time, they have kava Yogi has a kava tea, but it's just like cinnamon and Christmas in a cup. But I think I've only drank it like twice since we discovered Gunther Cha.
Hey, so Eric, I'm about to
Yeah?
brew up that tea I was telling you about. Can you see that? Like, I know it's
No.
kind of, you can't really see it, huh?
No, it's too small.
Yeah. But the yellow,
Could you-
there's like the yellow on the top here.
You have to send me a picture or something.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't send you a picture yet? I did. I took a close-up picture. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And,
That is an epic beer, Jeremy. Thank you for making my Thursday.
Yeah.
It's like mandala level. It's mandala level tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, can you come close to the camera for a moment just so I can see?
That's
That
epic.
Winnie the Pooh in the middle?
Yes.
There! Love it.
Kazera drinks where?
The bear drinks puer.
He's not drinking no shitty tea. Oh, we're streaming. Sorry. Sorry for cursing, Twitch.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
I think. Ooh. I don't think we'll get where.
Can you stop shivering? It's not cold.
You should see it
These
with
are
my
my.
pretty
Hello,
pathetic.
Delia. Welcome to the group.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Welcome to the teahouse.
This is my
Hello, everyone.
buddy.
We got one more spot.
This is Delia.
Nice to meet you, Delia.
Yeah, glad to be joining you guys. I didn't bring
No,
any tea with me,
keep that
though.
on, Kayla. That was great. That was wonderful.
You still have time to go and get tea if it should be.
I think I will do that, yes.
Yay.
Does it have to be official, like
Those
tea
guys.
leaf tea, or can it be an infusion?
It can be an infusion. It could be coffee.
Be whatever you want it to be.
It can be it can be whatever you want. It
Do
can
whatever you want except for tea bag.
be
Yeah, please, no tea bags.
Throws it in there.
right? I don't judge bags. I mean,
Alright.
I have bagged tea every morning while I'm teaching because I'm not gonna. I just can't.
Why not?
I need it. It's not bad.
You have excuses, Laura. Come on.
Listen, I mean, this is special. I like to push out and get some.
You don't need to do it like this. You can have a metal. You've seen those metal infusers. I know you have.
Yeah, I have one. I actually just gifted it away because I wasn't using it. I'm a very like all or nothing person. So I'm either gonna do all of this or drink the tea bag. There's no in between.
If you're desperate or in a rush, like I have a French press that's specifically for tea.
Yeah.
That's what we use at home.
Yeah.
French press for lots of stuff.
That's
Right.
when, like, when I'm at work and I don't have the ability to do the whole setup, I'll do a French press. And like, it's a small one, and it's never been used for anything else.
Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, we have a dedicated one. We do all our herbals in it, and
Delia, you
Do you
said
guys
you're...
use cast iron teapots?
No, no.
Say it again.
What kind of
Delia,
teapots do you
please
guys
repeat
all
question.
have? Do you have cast iron ones, electric kettles?
Elise, can you show your setup?
I think most of us
Yeah.
are electric kettles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have,
electric kettles.
I have an electric kettle. Well,
I'm using a clay kettle.
can you see Elise's tea boat?
Gooseneck Life.
Oh, yours is super pretty, Joe.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
also
that's beautiful.
fucking way too expensive.
Show it
Wait,
again.
Joe, is yours the,
Ooh.
what is yours?
It's a Brewista.
Okay.
It looks ceramic though.
No, it's metal.
It just on the screen, like it looks
Oh, I
like
got
a match, you know.
It's wonderful though. It heats to like the exact degree. I mean, it is awesome. But it is like $160. So
Oh, I have a question.
yes.
Only one. That is not a lot.
One time I was having tea and my friend said your water tastes overboiled. I had because it's
What?
automatic to reboil, right, when it cools down. And I was like, I've never heard of that before. He's like, I can taste it in the water. It's overboiled. Thoughts? Tea experts, tell me. Am I wrong here? Is that a thing?
It's definitely a thing. I mean, it kind
Yeah.
of depends on your taste and your preferences and stuff. But it's the Chinese look at it like, well, you kill the water once you boil it. You know what I mean? So it's like you boil it once and then it's over with. No, I don't. I've boiled that water like 15 times today.
Right, it just to get it back up to the temperature.
Yeah.
I'd
So-
rather it be hot and brew it with hot water. I think that's kind of being nitpicky.
Well, there's a difference there too between like keeping it warm over a fire and then reboiling it after it's gotten cold. You know, so like letting it get cold and then heating it back up is a whole different story than keeping it warm for an hour. You know, so.
Yeah.
But it's all up to your preference. I mean, people say don't use reverse osmosis water, and we use it all the time too. So.
Right. Eric, you were going to say something also, I feel like. Can you share your wisdom with me?
Your what?
Eric, I felt like you were going to say something about the overboiled water.
Yeah, I've tasted it. I can only taste it really if it's side by side. I've done a comparison of like they've reboiled this water like 20 times, and it tastes. I don't know. The tea tastes flatter. It's just like muted and almost like how it tastes like a soda that's gone flat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's the same way with reverse osmosis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because almost exclusively use RO water.
Yeah, if you're trying to do it perfect every time, well then don't reboil your water. But.
I don't know. I've had good luck with RO water and Dansong. I think Dansong works pretty well with RO water
because it's got so much mineral content in it already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
probably it.
It actually does pretty well. I'm drinking a Big Red Robe right now. So,
this is why I like hanging out on Thursdays, because I feel like I'm never not learning. I'm always learning. and you know, we're kind of similar in that way that I'm like, ooh, more things, gems. Like feeling like the least intelligent person in the room about any topic.
Most of brew tea is however.
You don't have to like be a guru.
No, but I love hearing from learning the things. That's why I invited Delia, because we're similar in that way. We're both students of astrology, and well, yeah. I guess you're an astrologer and a student. But so,
I think the water here tastes better than the water in LA, but it has a lot more mineral content to it. Mm-hmm. I think I want to put in RO, but Sam's only going to put it on, I think, the fridge so that the water coming out of the sink is still mineral.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Mexico City, so drinking water out of the tap is not done. It's all bottled water or filtered water. So strange to hear.
Probably smart. We live in the mountains outside of Yosemite in California, and our water is on a well that's like 300 feet deep.
Nice. Yeah, I get mine from a friend that actually has it. He's got an artesian well outside of town, and so I make him go fill up like 8 big 5-gallon jugs every month. That's what we drink.
So we're very excited. There is an amazing spring in Yosemite Valley. And next time we go, we're going to bring like all the 5-gallon jugs that we have.
That's the stuff.
And we always fill up our water after we go rock climbing, but we always forget to have the 5-gallon jugs, and now we're not going to be carrying it down to LA.
It's crazy the difference between the artesian water that I'm drinking now and the reverse osmosis that we still use it for like cooking and stuff like that, but like the well water, I drink like a fish. I mean, it just goes down so easy.
What do you guys think about alkaline water? I don't really have a preference, but I know some people that like that's all they use.
I drank bottled Essentia for a couple of years, but I was spending like $250 a month on water. So
Woo! I was told alkaline water only lasts like 48 hours once you open it. So if you're storing it for longer than that, it's
right.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Not a
I have to take some testing. But I know bottled essential.
Is there any way to replicate the
replicate what?
Is there any way to replicate the like alkalinity? Do you have to buy it, or is it just like?
I know you can do
like the equivalent of, like, is there some equivalent to like putting lemon?
You can do it with a Kangen machine.
I know someone who's working on like a formula to repopulate RO water with minerals.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
That's
it's working pretty well actually. It's like silica and all these things. I don't know. I can't even.
I just put electrolytes in my RO water. So.
I'm just there before. I only need to go out, open the tap, and drink water, and then closing the tap again.
That's like fucking simple. You guys are crazy.
But this is the first time we're using tap water because we've been outside of LA for the last 9 years, and you don't drink the tap water there either.
The only place I ever drank the tap water was San Francisco.
And the water at the work is like filter water. So
hey Sam.
What's up?
Hey.
You got a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
Got one more spot.
It's a party.
It is a party.
I like parties.
I was wondering if we should move somewhere more comfortable to a tea table.
Is there something problem with the grass? You not like the grass?
Or we could make a circle around the fire.
I'm the only one sitting.
I don't even know what color I am today. I can't even find my emoji, my toki.
Look at the border. Look at the border around your video.
I know it's so far away.
Right, but when you realize that you're orange, you need to stick your tongue out and make a face attack.
Bye. Oh, Delia, you can see how it works to mute people now. So like, remember how I said
what are we going to?
Also, you can also mute people you don't want to talk, you don't want to hear.
Then we will see if the others will come and join us.
Let's go see the dragon. Let's go to the dragon.
The dragon?
Nah.
The dragon?
Like I can just see, you can just.
Kayla wants to go to the dragon.
Okay.
Then let her go to the dragon. Then we others can sit here and enjoy the warmth from the fire.
You're walking on water.
Oh no.
On the bridge.
You're supposed to go on the bridge. We're gonna break. Oh, here, yeah, this one's nice.
Oh no.
Is the dragon acceptable?
Yeah, the dragon's great.
Cool.
Oh, but some of us are over here and some of us are over here.
Oh, I'll get closer. Oh, I'm in the middle. You guys got to get closer.
Where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to a tea table so we can hide. I want to hide under this table. Hold on.
Okay, go do that.
Yeah, this is the tea to go.
Yeah, table.
Everybody under the table!
Yeah, nothing covers drill. Earthquake drill. This is what we make. They have to cover the back of their head and then hold on to something. It's like really hard to teach a 7-year-old that like you can't just go like this. Like you have to actually cover. They just don't. It's really cute and
we used to have that rule.
Wait, you don't do this? I thought this is good enough.
It's this.
And make your brain.
I don't think I can reach. Oh, actually, I can.
Yeah.
I can't have my hands join in my bag. I can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, if we get everybody,
I can touch my phone.
If we get everybody covering their head under the table, I can take a screenshot. It'll be great.
All right.
It'll be the first fire drill in Tokyo. I guarantee it.
Earthquake drill.
Earthquake drill.
Yeah.
This is giving me serious PTSD, though. I was in Mexico City for the last big earthquake.
So we are just supposed to do like this.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Not really giving me PTSD.
All right, Bitcoin, you got to do it, boy. You got to do it.
I
Here,
shouldn't
you're
have
gonna
proposed
put-
serious medical
Jeremy.
conditions.
Jeremy doesn't really have the
What am I doing?
Achuta saying that like there's gonna be earthquake month. I'm just like,
I think it's 5 years ago since we had an earthquake in Denmark.
yeah, we're very.
I didn't know you had earthquakes in Denmark.
Well, it's not like it was a giant earthquake, but it was enough to make damage on old buildings. And like shake the glasses on the tables, but that was it. But it's not like it was waking up people from their night's sleep.
I was taking a nap, and it woke me up.
It's not. That's the weirdest when an earthquake happens and you're sleeping. I mean, that one especially, but.
Yeah, it's really jarring.
Yeah, there was a big earthquake where I lived when I was a little kid, but I slept through it.
I don't think I've ever been in an earthquake.
That's good.
Yeah.
After 4 or 5. We had 2 like back to back last year, the year before, around 4th of July.
Oh damn! I made tea during an earthquake. I was sitting and pouring tea at an event when like one of these earthquakes was happening, and I remember like I need to make tea right now just so that I can have tea during an earthquake. It was amazing.
Wow.
You need to be careful, though, because that can over-agitate your leaves.
Ah!
I'm just kidding.
The tea was definitely good that night.
At least I'm going to be at a virtual event in Vegas tomorrow. I thought of you.
You're going to be on a virtual date?
No event.
Oh, cool.
Throughout the weekend, but it's like in Vegas, but virtually.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I'll virtually be in Richmond.
They usually host the event here in Vegas?
Yeah. It's I think they're called Vegas Vortex.
Oh my gosh, is it Mayfire? No, that's too early.
Are you gonna be? No, it's not Mayfire.
But I know these people. I totally know the Vegas Vortex.
Awesome. Are you fire trained too? Of course you might be. Yeah. Or you just go to the event.
I mean, I went to Bone Dance once, and I would hang out at the Olive hookah lounge sometimes when they would have like belly dancing and what was it, the Witches and Warlocks ball.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, but no, I didn't I wasn't part.
Gotcha.
Really.
Gotcha. This is it's not Mayfire. That's in May. That's like Bell's
Right.
Meet. This is like their mystery school, I guess. They do this every year, a Mysterium, I think they call it.
Cool.
This year it's on like alchemy. There's still if that's something you're interested in, I can send you the link. It's
I'm probably I don't have space for that this week, but
oh yeah,
I love Joshua Levine. Is that I don't know if that's how you say his name, but yeah, he's a good artist.
Yeah, he plays tabla.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah. So cool.
That's
That'll
cool.
be fun.
Are they
My
like
friend-
live streaming that, or are they?
Yeah, live stream. I think it's only virtual. I think
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm able to go.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It's like this double word.
That community is certainly still meeting for physical events every
Yeah.
week. They are. Yeah.
Yeah. My community is sort of connected to them in a larger sense, but we're also meeting, outside in person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
No, they're throwing huge events, huge festivals, hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever. I don't go.
No,
I don't.
you're
I don't
not
go.
that big. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like separating myself from the local like conscious like festival community, just because there's like just a lot of backwardsness there, and the pandemic has like helped me establish the boundaries that I want to have that I never had before, because I was just like constantly like feeling I needed to be social, I needed to be out, I needed to be at venues, I needed to be at events, and now that I don't feel that need, it's super easy to make boundaries. But yeah, we have like there's like several different cases of like blurry lines of consent, which is totally fine. Like, we should understand that that's happening. But what gets under my skin is that the community is not stepping up to deal with those issues.
Holding people accountable, you mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm just like fed up with it, because that whole community kind of advocates that they're woke and that, you know, their love and their harmony. And like, I personally am dealing with it. I have an ex who was very toxic and took advantage of a woman while she was blacked out, while he was still in a relationship with me. So he like cheated on me several times within the community. There was like several instances, and I reached out to the community to try to hold him accountable, and if anything, I was called the bad person. You know, I was told, you know, you talking about this and making this a deal is worse than, or just as bad as, you know, someone having sex with a drunk girl. And it's like, no, it's not. Like,
it's a form of victim shaming too.
Yeah.
You know?
Gaslighting.
Exactly.
Yep.
It happened to you.
But you know, it's great because now like I'm like daily connected with a tribe and a community that, you know, is open to these kind of dialogues, and if I have to connect with them through my computer, then that's great. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to an event and like,
I know a lot of people are.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I've heard a lot of people online, like strangers, not anyone I know, express anxiety about actually going back into all of their social obligations once things go back to normal. I think a lot of us have gotten used to not having those social obligations that maybe we're not so, like, not the stuff you want to do, but the stuff you have to do, you know?
But we're
Well,
probably
this is
less,
then the
less
possible.
obligated. We may be less obligated than we used to feel like we were.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I heard Elise say.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's made it's making the boundaries easier to hold the line, which is important.
And if you feel to go back to those you need to social norm, then now is the perfect opportunity to actually say no when you're feeling that you need to do it. Because like now you know that you actually can be accepted to not do it. Even if society says like you should do it, then you still own your own time. So you are the one who need to say no when you do not want to do it. No one can force you to it, not even the bigger social society of idiots.
And it's really easy because if somebody says, "Oh, why don't you want to do it?" Like, COVID.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's somebody like.
Yeah, like right now it's really...
You can't hear you, Dahlia?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I said we couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My audio's just going in and out. No, the thing is right now it's really nice and convenient to have that excuse though, you know, because it doesn't put all of the pressure on you. As you said, like you could just be like, oh, COVID. And I feel like once things start to normalize, there might actually be this wave of people who are like, yes, we can finally go out, and maybe everyone's going to want to like see each other. And I'm kind of a hermit. I like being at home, and I kind of enjoyed having the excuse to not go out and not having it like be on my shoulder, and maybe scapegoating COVID a little bit, but I don't think I'm alone in that though.
Why make it an excuse? Why trying to find excuses to stay out of it? Why not just be honest or to people and be like, you know what? I like to be a hermit. I don't want to come to this event with thousands of people. I want to stay home. And that is just how it is. You do not need an excuse like COVID. You do not need an excuse like your mother-in-law is ripping down the stairs in one step at a time. Like, you can be honest and just say, I want to stay home, and that's it. And if the people you're together with cannot figure out to be like, okay, that's cool, then maybe you should consider if they are people you actually want to be together with, if they are forcing you, thanks to social pressure, to come out of your safe zone. Like, it's okay to do boundary of the safe zone, but if you get forced to it, then it's not as healthy society be part of.
I think some people take it super personally though, Taff. Like, I try to meet all
that is not your problem.
Right, but I try to meet people where they are, and let's just say, like, I have friends that I recognize where they are and they get held to a certain expectation. And I have other friends that I recognize where they are and I hold them to a different set of expectations. And I feel like not everyone can handle the, hey, you know what, I'd really like to just have alone time. Not everyone has the ability to not take that personally. So it's like,
one thing that I hope,
but that's still not my problem.
Totally.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, why someone might, especially someone who feels like obligated as a leader in their community to hold space the way that I'm guessing Delia probably does.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I'm hoping that people get out of this, and one thing that I have heard, one thing that I've really focused on, and one thing that a string that I've heard other people talk about is like just really focusing on the quality of the connections. Because you go to a big party and you have 2 or 3 really good talks with 2 or 3 people, and then the rest is just like background noise. But I think with this, it's like you can pick who you want to be around and kind of skip that background noise and just really focus on the quality connections. And I think that hopefully is going to be more widespread, but that's one thing that I've enjoyed about COVID. Like, it's kind of made it really clear which connections are quality, like this group, and which ones are just like, oh, okay, that was a necessary, that was some kind of obligation then.
Yeah. I love Thursday TED Talks. I love you guys.
Yeah, me too.
TED Talks, not TED Talks.
Yeah.
TED Talks.
Yeah, there's a license on the word TED Talks, so we got to be really careful about using it.
TED Talks. Jeremy, your beard is beautiful.
Theodore talks.
Theodore talks. Who's Theodore?
It's Cooper's alias.
He's not licensed.
It is Thursday, and welcome to TED Talking. This day we are talking about tea and what to do when you need to be alone. We are today talking about how to actually tell your friends they are stupid, and you need to ask them to actually stay out of your face when you just need to be a hermit and stay alone with your tea. Let us talk with some of our experts on this episode.
I
love Taff's so nice.
If they can't accept that they're stupid, then it's their problem.
Exactly.
Friends always get it.
Well,
the acquaintances that don't get it.
You hand them the 4 agreements.
Yes, that's true.
And you're like, hey, check this out. Maybe focus on the one for 2 years and see where that gets you. Don't take this personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take nothing. Don't take anything.
Well,
right.
Speaking of books, that's a great rule. But speaking of books, though, like you guys, have you read the 5 Love Languages?
Yeah.
You guys know that book?
No.
Well, I know the
Okay,
concept.
So I
haven't read
feel
the
like
book.
that. The concept's all you need, but just people have different ways of expressing affection or love or appreciation for other people, and they expect to get that back the same way. And I feel like that applies for friendships too. You know, so like for me, the way that I like to help make my friends feel supported, and the way that I enjoy that is listening, just like really being an ear or a shoulder to cry on or whatever. But that's not the case for everyone. Like for some people, it's literally like, if you don't hang out with me, then I don't think you're my friend. Or if you're not calling me every weekend, you know. So I just think that people have different
Totally.
ways that they express affection, and that's what complicates. I can't speak for Pooh today,
Well, it's
guys.
like
I'm
what you're
sorry.
saying.
He's
You
way
are
more
saying
eloquent than
that
this.
different people have different need of communication level. Some people need that you call them each day. Some can accept that you call once a week, and some can actually accept that you call Monday the first in the year, and then they do not hear from you in 5 years, and then you call them one more time, and you are still a great friend without a problem. And there we just have like this great world where we are a so-called social humankind. So some people, all those who like need you to call each week, they are like, I need you to call each week. And they're like pushing that agenda on top of everyone else because that is their need. And they forget that others have another need. Like in my local friend group here where I live, we are like 4 friends. We are actually 5, but now just 4 of us because we are what is focused. 2 of the others tend to hang out, and I tend to hang out with the 4th one. Number 1 and number 2. Number 1 tend to always call number 2. That number 1 got tired of, so they stopped calling number 2. That ended up meaning that they did not call each other for 3 months. I told number 4, listen up, I do not call you ever. If you do not call me, I'm never gonna give off from me because like I just do not call people. That is just not my deal. Like if I bump into you, I'll tilt you over and then I will help you up again and then we talk. But like I do not pick up my phone and call to you because I hate to talk on the phone. Which makes this entire setup kind of weird.
Yes, I saw a Twitch streamer saying that that before COVID, he used to hang out with his friends and they do all of these fun activities, like they do. They go to like paintball courts or go karting, and that he was considered a good friend before. But now during these COVID times, when like the measure of a good friend is like how often do you check in or how often do you Zoom or whatever, and he's just not one of those people who does that a lot. And he says, by those standards, I'm a bad friend. So I just think like it's really interesting to analyze the social dynamics going on.
I just redid my love languages too, and I was shocked that I wasn't what I thought I was. Not self-aware, apparently. But yeah,
That's adorable.
The quiz is the same. The quiz is the same for like friends or lovers or whatever. Children, I think, are on there too. But I just recently did it on that website. It's just like 5lovelanguages.com or something like that. It just brings you through the quiz. Are you guys rocking?
What
are you dancing?
Nodding back and forth.
Oh, you're nodding?
I'm nodding with my back.
Oh,
Getting into it.
Yeah, with my blanket.
It's so funny. Kayla, can you talk about your event on?
What did you think you were, and what did you?
Oh, I thought I was like touch because I'm such like a cuddle cat or something. I'm like purr and want to be cuddled and touched. But no, it turns out that I appreciate words of what is it? It's literally like
words of affirmation.
Yeah,
right?
Words of affirmation.
Or
and the next one was like thoughtful gifts, basically. Like not like materialistic gifts, but like little tchotchke things. Like that's my favorite. If someone's like, I saw this tiny cat or this otter sock, and it reminded me, and that's often how I show love, which I was thinking that there was going to be a second test for like how do we like to receive, but I guess it's the same. They haven't made that.
No, it's definitely not the same. The
Right?
love language that you speak and the love language that you understand are not necessarily
How you give.
going to be aligned.
Yeah.
Like
Not the same.
the truth is we all kind of speak and hear all 5 languages with different degrees of proficiency.
Nicely said.
Well put. Yeah. Yeah, so probably the easiest one for me is physical touch, but the way or like gift giving. But then the one that I appreciate the most are words of affirmation. Yeah. Tell me I'm doing a good job.
I love that one.
But it's like it's such a it's so effed because it's because I didn't hear that I was doing a good job as a child. So if I just reparented myself, then my love language would be totally different. You know what I mean? Like it's just pointing to the thing.
Laura, you are an incredible person. You are doing an incredible job, and we love you so much. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Laura, you rock everything that's lavender. No one can rock the lavender like you can.
Oh, thanks, girl. I got a compliment on my hair today at the beach, actually. That was nice.
Yeah,
let's. Like, older surfer lady was like, "Hey, your hair is really cool." I was like, "Hey, you're really cool. Look at you out there." She's like, at least in her 60s, rocking it on a surfboard. I was super impressed.
That's gonna be me. That's gonna
Yeah.
be me. Mm-hmm. I'll be charging the biggest wave when I'm 60, because I won't be worrying about anything else other than charging the big waves.
Nice. How do you is there
I have another meeting. Sorry, I have another meeting to go to, so I'm just gonna say it's been really cool getting to know you guys and hang out, and thank you for having patience with me with my ineloquence today, and I hope you continue to have a great discussion. Thank you, everybody.
so much, Delia.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah. Have a nice evening.
We meet on Monday.
Bye.
Oh no, she did the puff thing. She just disappeared.
I didn't
She does not know the custom of Toby
know,
of
that's
walking away.
I slacked on the orientation. I'm sorry.
This is scary. She just disappeared without any stuff. Like she was just like she was there, then she was like poof, gone. It was like magic. Maybe she's a ghost.
Wow.
It was cool meeting her. We look forward to meet her one more time.
Just once.
Just one more time.
Yeah, because then we will figure out if we want to meet.
Once more.
Like, then we need to figure out, because if we do not like her next time, do we then even want to meet her one more time then after that? Like, so like...
I love Delia. She's been an astrology homie of mine for over a year now, and we are very similar minded people. So the things that make us giggle in class together, or the things that make one of us giggle, usually make the other giggle. So we're always like in the chat box or our virtual astrology classes, back and forth. She's good people. I hope you will want to know her more than once, Tef.
No, he's just
well,
being
then
silly.
we will find out next time if she's worth meeting for the second, third, and the beyond.
So this is at least the third time that I've met you, Tef. What's your prognosis here?
And remember that she likes words of affirmation.
But I'm also from outside of Philly, so I can.
Let me tell you this: I have not run around screaming, trying to disappear from you out of fear. I have stayed around and enjoyed your company together with all the other lovely people. So meeting you for a third time is a wonderful thing.
Third time.
Aww.
Thank you, Tef.
Aww.
So Laura, you are the orange topi today, and Tef doesn't like that.
I am what?
You're the orange topi today, and Tef is probably insanely jealous.
Oh, do you want it? Because I want lavender. I'll go refresh in the corner until I get a different color.
Yeah, I just found out the ING is all too worse to do that, so I've just giving up on trying to do it. Instead, when every time I see someone coming by in his orange, I'm like, I want that. I'm gonna steal your body just so I can take it to myself. I mean, like, I'm just staring jealously on you.
Damn, Jeremy.
It's totally okay to say you're going to steal somebody's body.
Envious. You want what I want.
You guys, the progression of this illuminated beard, like poo mandala, is you have like a star on your forehead.
A star? A stone?
What is it? Oh my god, it's a heart eye emoji.
Oh, I thought it was
Even
Hello
better.
Kitty. I thought it was Hello Kitty from over here, guys.
I could see Hello Kitty.
I could not even see it had something on the face
Like
unless
the
she
mouth.
come close to the face, to the camera.
Oh my!
This is some of your finest work.
This is gonna be satisfying, you guys.
See, it's a celebration of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
So cool. I'm gonna go on a walk soon. Laura, were you asking about my workshop earlier, or was that for Delia?
That was for you,
should
Kayla.
definitely-
Kayla, before you go, you should pitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote an outline today, and I'm excited. I plan to like facilitate for 90 minutes, but obviously it can go as long as people are participating, and we're gonna go over the 36 questions to fall in love. Yeah, there was an article written, there was an article written that hipped me to the research project, where you answer these 36 questions that increase in intensity. But yeah, we're doing it on Valentine's Day, and it's a nice way to come connect with other people. You can bring a date, or you can like meet someone new, and we'll just kind of pair off and explore these questions, and it'll be a nice container to do that. It's at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 5 Pacific. And I want to introduce Sam at the beginning to talk about Topia and the tea house. And Elise, if you're there, I'd like to, introduce you to and have you talk about your live streams.
Cool. Yeah.
So-
But I won't be live streaming this event.
No, it'll be like well, no, it will not be live stream. It will be an intimate container where we can feel safe to delve into these questions together. So
It'll just be a lot of strangers, that's all.
Be a lot of strangers bumping into each other and asking really deep, intimate questions about, like, what's your relationship with your mother? Stuff like that.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
It's going to be real fun. So anyone out there watching on Twitch or Facebook or anything, please come.
You've got a date for Valentine's.
You got a date.
Lots of dates.
That was my intention. Everybody has dates for Valentine's Day. Come to Topia. We're going to connect and feel good.
No, I want to be alone.
Oh, okay, Tess.
Be alone,
That's
Tess.
fine.
We just talked about we need to take action and saying no if we do not want to be feel pressured into social society.
Recently I heard there's a 6th love language, and it's distance.
Awesome.
And that makes a lot of sense to me. As an INFJ who's like, okay, I've interacted for 12 hours and now I need to be alone for 3 days. Bye.
Yeah.
So it's just a social distance, it's not a physical distance. Because then I'm really far away from all of you.
Yeah. It's a figurative distance.
Creating space, right? To come back to yourself. And because I don't know, being in relationship is like a circle. It's like you union and then separation. And if you don't ever have that separation, it's like, when do I come back to myself fully? And I'm just enmeshed with the other person. So
Naturally, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It brings up the concept of people that withhold their presence to punish, and then it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do the screenshot? We're all under the table right now.
I think he already did it. I heard it.
You already did it?
I did it I did as best as I could.
But we can always screenshot from my stream. You know what I mean? You can always do that too.
Cover your head, Bitcoin.
I know. I was trying to do that for him.
Caleb, what time is it again? It's at 6.
You're Pacific, right?
Yes.
It's at 5.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
But hey, if you have to come late, it's going to be okay. Like, you can come in, and I plan to hold space there for a while too. So, you know.
Yeah,
you
come
can
in
later.
anytime. You just might miss the intro, but I've already talked to you about it. So, and anybody watching, it doesn't matter. You can come in anytime.
You could probably put something up to help people with the intro, you know, even if they miss the real one, like with a graphic or something.
Yeah, I mean, we could pretty easily set up all 36 questions as like signposts around the tea house, and people can just walk around from question to question.
That's a cool idea.
Except you'd all wind up in the same space, right? Because they increase intensity, so you have to go the same direction. Like you have to.
Yeah,
the same way.
I was wondering how to like give everybody access to the questions. Like, just give them a link ahead of time, like to the article, or.
No, I kind of like the idea of putting a big ring basically all the way around the outside of the tea house, and then couples can just, or pairs can just like go from question to question.
But there's going to be more than 2 people connected in video at the same time. It won't be like the one-to-one answering of the question.
Right, but I mean, how far away from this group? How far away from this tea table would we have to go in order to pair off into 1, 2, 3 groups? Right.
And then they all have access to, like, let's say the tea table is the.
It's
the tea table is the question.
Because we had this during the SSGG, where it was like you had, you know, we were trying to get like little private groups of 2, and you have to be relatively far away from it.
Yeah. So, I mean, how did that? Do you feel like that worked well, Laura, or no?
It did. It did. It's just more of like a mindful thing, and I think if people are coming into Topia for the first time, it can be a little bit like, oh, like now I have to do this other thing, and like, oh, I'm not doing it right, you know. But if it's prefaced by like, hey, you know, we're going to be mindful, and Mercury's retrograde, so let's all be patient, and if something doesn't work, take a breath and try refreshing, or, you know.
So that's why, like, it got me. It got me thinking, almost like if you think about it as if it were, think about it like a golf course, basically. That, like, you don't proceed to the next question until the couple in front of you is like, until
Well, so I like the idea of like planting down and being really focused and like not moving around and waiting to see if the people in front are done. And like, I think it's going to deter from the like sitting and connecting. And also, I think, I don't remember what I was going to say.
But Sam, the idea of making the golf course of moving around, the small signs you will put up, is it a sign you need to click on to see the question, or is it like a picture you sit in so you can read the question even if you are by next to the question, or like all the way out of the side?
I mean, I guess we could go either way. Making them pictures would be a lot more work.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just like if you make a picture and put in there, then like you can have people sitting on each side of the screen and talking to their own specific thing.
Yeah.
I also like if everybody has just like the questions in front of them, it's like they get to work at their own pace.
It makes it much easier, simpler that way.
Yeah. I just didn't know how to like at the beginning like send the link to everybody, or just maybe verbally say go here. I'll definitely put it like in the Facebook group, which I'll make like this weekend, or the Facebook event.
Is it not just put a lot of signs around the place where you can click on, and then the question is popping up? So like there's one here by the table, one a little further away, and then again 5 feet away, and then 5 feet away, and then 5 feet away. And then I have an entire grid of signs making it options so you always can open up and close down the questions.
That sounds like an obstacle course to me.
No, here.
Couldn't you just link the?
Okay,
the
yeah, I'm just gonna. I got this.
Okay, I trust you.
It'll work
I
out.
want to talk real
I was
quick about gift giving.
Object.
Can I?
Simple.
Yeah.
So this is a little repair kit for geocaches. It's got like little baggies in it for when the like log is wet, and there's like tweezers to pull them out of the little tubes. And the guy I'm dating gave this to me, and I'm like not.
Nice.
I don't like gift giving, but I was like, this is a really cool gift. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
anyway, before I wanted to say that before
Geocaching.
we I went away.
Hey, Kayla, I'm going to post the Facebook event page. I told you I'd do that. So I'll work with you so we can get it up. Because, yeah, I think if we put it through my brand's page, like it'll get more, distribution and interesting perspectives,
Yeah.
I was also thinking, would you want me to post it on like a local polyamory group that I'm in? Because they're always looking for like virtual things. And they were trying to do like a Zoom, and I was like, that sounds really not fun to hang out with a bunch of people on Zoom and try and get to know people. But I don't know how many people would show up, and if you're trying to not have it blow up, then I wouldn't have to. But
I mean, if it
Kayla,
blows up,
on
it
that
blows
sign
up.
right now, it'll take you to the question.
All of them? Let's see.
I mean, at the moment, it's just linked to that article that you sent me.
yeah, it makes sense.
Whoops, I'm coming up to get you. I'm coming up. Oh, jeez. I keep pushing. You follow the arrows. So you see there's like this green arrow. There you are. Hey, Peter. Can you hear me? Hi, I hear you. Cool. Hey, so welcome.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming to the tea house. This is our virtual tea house. And if you follow me down, we'll go see the rest of the group. You just kind of follow the arrows. You see the arrows at the bottom of the page. Follow them down. Just follow me down. You, yeah, there you go. Got it.
Wow.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, so you can come here anytime. It's open all the time, and we have art and different things you can interact with. But yeah, the crew's all down here hanging out.
Anywhere nearby.
So
And then I'll just go find one like on the way home. We have
Okay,
another.
Kayla, now if you click on it, it takes you to your.
Hey, Tef.
Oh my god. That's so pretty. Okay. And then the questions are just at the bottom. Perfect. And can people have this in like a window?
Yeah, I'll figure out how to get it to open in a new tab.
Okay. So they can still see each other. Yay.
Hey, Tef.
I like
Hi
this.
there.
Just ask the question and then you close it. We're like, okay, we're on question number 1. Close it, and then whatever. You know.
Oh, cool.
Who's our new friends?
Our new friend is Peter, our friend from the Netherlands that we met yesterday.
I hope my English is okay, though.
Yeah, it's
Since we will
great.
just ask you to repeat.
Yeah, Peter. Tef was hanging out yesterday. He's our friend from Denmark.
Hang on.
We had somebody from Mexico City here earlier.
Yep, very international tea party tonight.
So I'm gonna go for now.
Okay.
But I will see you guys on Monday.
Okay.
Bye,
And then again next week.
Bye,
Good to see you all. Thanks
Bye,
for your
Kayla.
time. Nice to meet you, Peter. Is that
Likewise.
it, Peter? Yes.
Likewise.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Jeremy. It's awesome. I gotta get it set up. Every time the order of, the position of where everybody is changes, I have to make like the new beard cam. That's what I have it titled in my OBS. It's beard cam anytime I want to put a feature on Jeremy.
Well, you can just don't go away and then stay around.
Yeah, well, hey, if other people leave, it causes the order to change up. Yeah.
Well, so at least you just have to set up like 10 profiles and just like spotlight each individual spot in Topia.
Yeah, so I was
You need 9.
Yeah, you need 9. Yeah, I'd like to put that on my OBS. Yeah, but I was thinking about like Topia. A feature that would be really clever for them to build is like maybe an API where like OBS or these different softwares could actually pool the individual video feeds for each position like seamlessly and easy. You know, so you can. Yeah.
I don't know how that would interact with the peer-to-peer encrypted nature.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it would just feed out.
Would that mean that you just have Zoom?
You have Zoom. It's like Zoom. Yeah, it'd be like Zoom. But like it doesn't actually show you the feed. It's just like you can pull it from like a URL because like OBS has like where you can have like a browser command as one of your one of your sources. So like
you should be able to pull in your video feeds without loading basically outside of Topia. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like something that it would be on their roadmap anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think so. But it'd be an interesting like for streamers because then that would be like a preferred networking like third-party app that streamers could use to capture people's video, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Tef, you don't like the idea. I get it. That's cool.
No, I like it. I know what you're trying to do, but like for streamers, many streamers, and like the majority, it will be useless because like they already have Zoom. There's like giving them what they need, or like what's called Microsoft Teams, or like Discord even. Like they do not need Topia to like get the picture and sound only.
Yeah, no, it would be like one of the features that would make it because they could also have community gatherings and like scalable breakout rooms, which is really powerful, you know, because Zoom does not have scalable breakout rooms and they're kind of clunky and yeah.
That's why Topia is awesome.
Yeah.
But to get breakout rooms in Topia, you will actually need people to like move their Topia away. Where in like Zoom, you can like open up an area and then you can like push people to that area.
Yeah.
Right. So in Zoom, you have an administrator that pushes people around, and in Topia, you give them agency and let them go where they want to go.
Yeah. And you do that through the graphics. Like,
I wanted to take a walk and go into our breakout room. We could very well do that, and we wouldn't need Mr. Administrator Man telling us where to go.
Yeah.
Well, he will not tell us. He will just push us.
That's even worse.
No, because we have trust in he can do his job properly.
Hasn't the last 10 months told us that they can't?
Again, Hannah?
Haven't the last 10 or 11 months shown us that they can't do it properly?
It's called training.
Zoom and try to go in breakout rooms. It's kind of a cluster.
Yeah, it's clunky. Do you do Zoom a lot, Tef?
Nope. I use Discord, and else I'm just staying away from all those I know.
Yeah. I don't use Discord a lot. I need to use it more.
Only if you have people to talk to there.
Yeah, well, I do, you know.
Yep.
Tef goes onto my Discord and posts his selfies.
I've been posting a selfie to your Discord, yes.
No posting selfies unless you're Jeremy and have that beard.
Yeah, right?
Can you not see I'm already growing out my beard to do like Jeremy? In reality, it is laziness because I do not want to shave.
You want to put a poo in your beard. That's why. You just admitted that.
No.
We were talking about number 1 and number 2 earlier.
There's difference in putting po inside and then actually artworking up your beard. There's a difference. While you guys only hear it as I want to put in a po, I'm actually saying that I want to dress up my beard as beautiful stuff. Like that.
Yeah, that's what Jeremy does too.
Talking about poo.
He's putting po today, but else he's only just dressing it up nicely with different artistic stuff.
Yes. There's a poo. There's a poo in it today, though.
Yeah, there's a po too in it today.
Everyone's playing poo and Temple event starts.
Oh man, that's good. So Peter, how was your day today?
I had better days. I went to the dentist.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, you said that. Was it good news? Did
Ow. Yeah, that was owie, all right. 2 molars pulled out.
All of that happened today?
Yeah.
How I would be knocked out in bed. But I'm impressed that we can still understand your English.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm glad. I'm still somewhat numb, though. I mean, ugh.
That's such a funny feeling. Yeah, when you get out the dentist for something like that, and it's just like, it's weird how you don't have full control of your jaw and everything.
And you're drooling.
Yeah, the drooling. Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention it.
Talking, it's still, I don't know, uncomfortable.
All right. Well, we're not gonna pressure you to talk more than you need to, because you've got to chillax the jaw.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself before you satisfy our need for communication.
Exactly. We were talking about boundaries earlier and your social life. That if you don't want to do something or you know something's not good for you, you just say that, even if you feel pressure.
Oh. That hurts.
Laura, how's the weather been?
Nice.
I bet.
Yeah, it was beautiful today. I was running errands. I had to get a fingerprinting again for my old school district.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 5 different appointments that all were canceled for 5 different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like laughing because as an astrologer, when Mercury is retrograde, these things are just to be expected. And so I had an hour while I was waiting for my 5th appointment for fingerprinting, where the machine was not working and UPS store was like on the phone with live scan, and they were wiring in to figure it out. And so they were like, we don't know how long it's going to take. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to go to Swami's and have lunch and walk on the beach. And they were like, that's a great idea. We'll see you when you get back and maybe it'll be fixed. So it was like this headache of a day turned into like, this was exactly what I needed. And that's always how it goes. But it was
perfect.
Really nice.
And then you got a compliment on your hair.
And then I got a compliment on my hair from an older woman who was surfing. Killing it surfing. Yeah, it was great. But yeah, it's nice. I cherish the time that I can leave this space during the day, because it doesn't happen that often anymore. I'm kind of stuck here in front of the screen teaching, so it was really nice.
I think we are probably going to call it and go get some dinner started.
Nice.
I'm hungry and have a whole bunch of tea.
Yeah.
That's good. What are you guys gonna make?
I don't know. Whatever is in the freezer. We gotta defrost something.
You're gonna have dinner at 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
we time travel around here, you know, so they're going to go to the past to, you know, about
We're
6
going to go back to
p.m.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Right, it was good
behind.
seeing everybody.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, night
Bye.
night.
Big hug.
Night night. Listen to me.
Mwah. That's what I say to my students. I teach some children that are in China, and it's, you know, the next day. And so every single time, without fail, I'm like, so we're actually time traveling right now. And they're like, yeah, Miss Laura. Like, we don't care.
So we are talking about cross time and space. Because like while you are in while they are in China, you are in the USA, so you're like it's also talking about crowd space, so it's beyond time and space.
Right. Exactly. Space time.
And we're preparing ourselves for a nasty ass winter to come here. Starting this weekend, it should be minus 10, 15 Celsius.
What?
Yep.
Cold.
Like 20 degrees, 20 Fahrenheit-ish? 20?
I have no idea.
Or is it Celsius less? Like,
stupid metric systems.
I know. Sorry. I know. Well, there's a meme that goes around that says like, all right, so millennials and Zoomers, once all the boomers are gone, you guys want to switch to metric to like integrate with the rest of the world or what?
Teff, are you guys expecting cold weather too?
Well, we got snow outside.
Oh, beautiful.
And we are like on -3 or 4 in the night. Like yesterday, Wednesday, my landlord was like out scooping snow 3 times in the day.
Oh wow!
Like 1 in the morning, 1 in the middle, and 1 in the evening. And then there was again this Thursday morning to scoop snow 1 more time. And meanwhile, I'm just laying in my bed and be like, hey, I do not need to do it.
It seems like a good workout, though.
Oh?
Yeah.
I'm laying in bed cozy and warm, and then you expect me to step out into cold and do a workout? I'm lazy as heck. I cannot do that. When someone else is still gonna do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do it first thing in the morning. Yeah, like when you're like toasty and warm, the last thing you want to do is go out in the cold and shovel snow.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, if I was my own landlord and like it was my responsibility to do it, then I must needed to like be like, okay, I am warm, I am cozy, but I need to go out and do my responsibility and remove the snow. Because like it is expensive to pay for other people's medical bills when they fall and break a leg.
Oh, so like on your sidewalk or something?
Yeah.
I thought Denmark had universal healthcare.
Yeah, but like I know it's saying medical bill, but like it's more like just like a charge for like the problems it's caused. Because like the person is just gonna call 911 and then they are like shipped off to like a hospital, get some covered up on their legs, and then they get humpy dumpy at home. But like I will still get sued for not doing my job as a landlord and removing the snow. That's what I'm gonna be sued for, not for the medical bills, but like for lack of responsibility.
Gotcha. So like your homeowners. No. Never mind.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I would be terrible at that. I would be so bad at that. That's why I don't live with snow. I want to be surfing every day.
But snow is wonderful.
That's what I was gonna ask. How do you manage in Vegas? Is there like an indoor surf park that you go to, or do you just take a lot of trips?
Yeah, so this last summer, I usually am traveling, moving around everywhere, but this last summer I was here, and I ended up, I didn't start doing it till like the end of the summer, but every weekend I was going to like Laguna Beach and I didn't surf. I don't own a surfboard. And yeah, not in Vegas. Why would I own a surfboard in Vegas?
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. So how do you do it?
Well, before I moved here, I lived in Hawaii for 7 years. And, surf became like a really important part of my like daily practice. It's like meditative. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like forced meditation. It's like you're gonna like get in the flow of things or else like you're gonna drown, I love it.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can't do it here. But even like being in the ocean water and like going with the flow, even like body surfing, it's like kind of the same thing, So I was doing that every weekend, and it's like 4.5 hours each way. So yeah, next summer I'll do it again, and I'll have a board.
Oh, that's it?
It's only 4.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah, and I was just like camping out of my car and just going and waking up on the beach, like sunrises on the beach and sunset, and
yeah,
so good. But I plan to retire by the time I'm 40, and then from that point forward, we'll be surf every day. So I won't be in Vegas forever. It cannot be. Maybe Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji sounds like a good place.
That is up to you. Like, it's you who is gonna get retired at the age of 40, not us.
Well, you can too if you want, Tef. You're only 29. You got a long time.
Oh my
I need to save up money to do that then.
Yeah, or like save seeds and save the things that are valuable, yeah.
That gives me so much anxiety. Just the thought that yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm like, how do I make rent right now?
Mm-hmm.
Let alone savings.
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
But also, my dad. This is like in my blood. It's somehow been passed down to me. This scarcity mindset. My dad is 73 now, and he just was able to kind of retire.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Mm-hmm. Well, I plan to work until the day I die. But I'm retired from the game. If you know what I mean.
Mm-mm.
Like money, like being worried about that. You know what I mean? Like that game. So, like by the time I'm 40, I don't need to be, a millionaire to support this. I do need to be done with my work here though. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Also, I think I'll like continue to write and I'll continue to like be engaged with the world. But, yeah, the game of like building and acquiring, I'll be done with it by then. I'm thinking. Just growing food, surfing, cooking food, sharing hospitality, like dance parties every night, Laura. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why it scares me to think about retiring, because I do that now. I've done it backwards.
You've done it backwards.
I've done the thing backwards. Yeah. Well, either that or I just decided never to grow up. My family also has Peter Pan syndrome, so maybe that's why we have to continuously work our whole lives in the game, because we're just so much play. Play comes first.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that you'd have to play in the game, but like working,
Yeah.
Like always working, always. And most people do that. Most people in the world, like if you go to like rural places of the world where most of the billions of people are, they're working till the day they die. Like they may work at a slower rate, but like they're constantly like making food and like supporting the family and
Yeah, that's my style.
I like that.
Like, yeah.
But it's hard to do that in the States, like it's hard to support yourself autonomously, You got to play in that game. You've got to make the money or have the money to like get those things versus just being able to make it, you know?
Right. Oh man, I want Sohan to join again so I can hear more about that thing that he's trying to cultivate or help cultivate, but maybe not right now because you're live streaming. Were you here when we were talking about that? You must have been.
I'm not. I was here when he came on New Year's Eve, but I don't remember that. But I was kind of buzzing around and doing different things, so maybe I just wasn't present in that moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, Sohan's involved in a lot of great stuff. And yeah, he's about to be a father. That's such a blessing.
Yeah, that's so wild.
Such a blessing. And that's the work. You know what I mean? Like that's the work we should be doing.
It's so funny. My astrology teacher, who makes like YouTube videos about the times and whatever, was giving some insight on a current transit, and then it turned into him talking about his experience becoming a father, and the mantra right now is freedom. Freedom is in your limitation, and like that's the mantra for the current transits for everyone, but for him it reminded him of a Uranus transit when he was becoming a father, and how like he just like kind of opened up about this really intense experience that he had, and although he's such a loving person, it was still extremely challenging for him, and to find freedom just in the limitation of what fatherhood created. I just thought it was really special. Yeah, it reignited all these things in me that I was like, oh man, that maybe that is something that I want to do.
Yeah,
it's the heart bursting open comes from the darkest hour and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I gotta take off.
Looking great, Jeremy.
Yeah, you do. Beautiful.
Yes. The Pooh Bear.
The Pooh Bear. Winnie the Pooh.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Okay. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I was trying to get the last crop, but it's okay. Oh man, yeah, that's.
So you left for a while. Are you back yet?
Oh.
Nope.
You're muted yourself. Yeah, that's interesting.
Joe, where'd you go?
He's there.
He's just not in this browser.
Yeah, it's interesting. And you know what? He probably is not hearing us either.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, if you can hear us, then blink.
That was good. That's good.
He was laughing, he could hear us.
I can hear you.
Just like, think if you're in danger. We will come save you at some point.
Right? I wonder if that's happened for a streamer yet. Like somebody who's streaming and then has like an accident or something happens and the community helps them out.
I saw something about that. It was gamers, but one of the gamers had a seizure, and all his party or whatever ended up calling the ambulance, and the ambulance just showed up. His parents were out in the living room. And,
oh wow!
Yeah.
There's also
How did
been
they know where he
points.
lived?
What's that, Laura?
How did they know where he lived?
I'm sure they were probably close.
No, they were gamers. It wasn't a streamer. It was a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said I'm picturing like someone on Twitch, and then you know what I mean, and then their people or whatever
Right.
knowing.
I mean, I have Elisa's address. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, people know where I am, but I dox myself. You know, most streamers do not.
Well, it have happened before in time that some not friendly minded people, some people have been going onto Twitch, found a Twitch streamer, then Google searched them and found their address and something stuff, and then called the FBI on them. That have happened before, and never have happened a lot of time, and therefore Twitch is actually telling their streamers, if you start to stream, please protect yourself from getting recognized online.
Yeah.
And like if you are a bigger streamer, then like of course people will start to know your name, but like do everything you can to protect your address as anyhow you can. Because like if you do something like PayPal money transferring donation, then you can also like reverse the transaction somehow and get the address. That way is one way.
You should look up a gamer named Rackful.
Rackful?
Yeah, look him up.
Okay.
Tev, what you're saying also applies to like all of these internet spaces. I remember there was a big discussion in like the van life group about being careful not to post current photos of like wherever you're camping, especially if you're like a single woman traveling in her van by herself, right? That like you should never be posting a geotag where you currently are, and at least wait until you're to the next spot. And it's like seems like a no-brainer to me, but I guess not everyone has that street smart sense. I mean, you'd think if you're living in a van that you would, but it was something that like all of these feminine humans were like, oh my god, thank you, I didn't even like consider that. It's like someone can just come to your location and they recognize your van and like that's it, girl.
So like it's like if you are traveling from one place to another, then instead of telling like right now I'm at this gas station and putting so much oil on and I'm gonna get a cup of coffee and being there for 20 minutes, then like be like more like I am in this area, like instead of I'm saying I'm in this city, I'm gonna say I'm in this country part.
Right. But if you're tagging the location,
Yeah, but like if you are like if you are traveling around in the USA, you can be like, I'm in USA, I'm in a state, I'm in a city, I'm on a street name, I'm next to the monument of some idiot. Like you, depending on how specific you are, you can still be honest about you are in an area without informing on that you are at that exactly place.
Yeah.
So like you can say you are in the New York area, but you're not inside New York.
Right. I just mean that like people that, are influencers, for example, they're like, here's my van parked in front of this beautiful location. And usually you would tag the location, right? Because other people are like, if it's, coastal or at a beautiful site or on a mountain, wherever it is. But yeah, it's definitely.
And that's fine so long you travel. But the moment you are saying like, I am using this space as my resting place for the night, then do not say you're using that place as your resting place. Like if you are like traveling from morning to night, then in the middle of the day sitting down and getting lunch somewhere, then you can always put like I'm eating lunch at this place, and then I get the sunshine from somewhere. That you can do. But like the part of like sleeping, like I'm sleeping at that place. No, do not do that. And even if that no matter if you are a female, male, beyond, or between, never post where you're gonna sleep if you're gonna travel.
Yep.
Like tell it to your mom or your best friend or like someone.
Right. No, exactly.
But do not tell it to the public space where you're gonna sleep. You can
that's
inform
what I'm saying. That's like common sense to me, but it wasn't to all of these people that were like, oh, whoa, it's like.
And and that's something that should be common thing for girls, men, boys, between, beyond, like everyone, no matter, like, because like even so we have a tendency to say that girls need to protect themselves, there is some men out in the world that tend to be rich too.
Mhm.
Even
Is
so,
it,
that
is,
is not.
is it a problem that everybody can see where Bitcoin's sleeping right now?
Yes.
Is that going to be, is Bitcoin's security and safety compromised? I'm kidding. It's serious though, Tef. Yeah, it's serious. Yeah, it's good. That's a good boundary. Just don't let people know where you're sleeping.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. It is. It's good. I've never done that, and that's like a good thing. Even when I travel, so I do a lot of traveling, and I use Instagram to like let people know the area of the world where I am, with the hope that people will like reach out to me and say, "Hey, let's meet here." And it works every time. Like I make so many meetings by doing that. But I never specifically say where I'm staying or, yeah. It's cool.
Exactly. Like you can inform if you are in a country, in a part of the country, close to a city in the country, or in the specific street next to the monument of an idiot from a long time ago. Like you depend on how specific you want to place out where you are. And like if you're traveling from A to C and want to make a stop at B, you can be like, I'm going from A to C and I'm going through B, and then find out if there is some kind of lovely friend who like have a time to meet up in the area of B, meet them in B, leave them at B, and then travel forward to C yourself, and then get a good night rest there.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, when I come visit you in Denmark, we'll be doing that. We'll make some meetings with some tea friends, It's really great. A lot of cool tea peeps out there.
Yeah, and Denmark is so small, so like just you say you are in Denmark, like everyone can find you.
Cool.
It still take 3 to 4 hours to go from one end of the country to the other end of the country.
Kind of like the Netherlands here. Takes about 4.5 hours to travel from north to south all over.
Wow. I went to go visit Joe here in South Dakota, which was like in total, 15 hours if I would have done it direct. But I did a whole tour. I visited all these great places. And yeah, it's not that far. Like in the country, we're actually pretty close to each other, but it just takes a long time to drive. It's big.
It takes 4.5, 5 hours to get anywhere from here. Otherwise, it's just like the Great Plains. It's just empty.
Oh,
and like that's something that makes the difference in do you want to travel or not. Because like as Eli said, it took 15 hours because like she took a big tour around. In Denmark, if we say I want to go to Copenhagen like that from my city, it will take 3 hours to go there. That's not something I just do because like it takes 3 hours one way and it takes 3 hours the other way. That's 6 hours I can use on so much anything else. So like doing something is not just something we do, it's something we plan ahead. Yeah. Be like, okay, I can come in the weekend because like it takes 3 hours to come to you.
Right.
While many in the America, you are like, oh, it's only take 3 hours. I'm just gonna drop by to tea and then I go home again afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, especially here in the middle of the United States.
Yeah, and that's because our concept of distance is like, how much value does it have? Like, how much value does it cost me to travel to Copenhagen? It's like 1/4 of the day away, and like I also need to pay for the transportation.
Right.
But like that is a lot because it is like this weird. That's not that far away, but it's still too much far away. While you in America, you are like, okay, I can either go for 3 hours, or I can drive to my friend that is like half a day away, like 12 hours away, and then you will value the 3 hours is just 3 hours. That's not that far,
right?
But the 12 hour is far away, and then you will plan it out to become a weekend tour instead.
Yeah. Basically, if it gets anything over, I would say, like 5 hours or something, that becomes like a trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something you don't want to do just on the spur of the moment.
Like, and here in Denmark, we have like, depends on where in Denmark, because like if you're living in Jutland like I'm doing, then anything that is more than an hour away, it is something you plan or like do in an emergency.
Right.
But if it's just a spur of moment, then you only drive so far as an hour away, so it only take an hour to get home again. Well, everything else beyond an hour, it will be something you plan ahead and like plan that there's someone to visit, there's something to do, and it's just not something you do because you can. Unless you, of course, you are a lunatic and just want to travel around without a specific reason to do it.
I mean, some people are into that.
And that's fair. They're allowed to do that. It's not my problem. But if it's more than an hour away, I'm going to stay home. Yeah, but at least I have an allies in Las Vegas. So, like, I have someone to be together with when I want to be together with someone.
You could go to the Hoover Dam within an hour, can't you? That's what I did when I went. I went to Vegas one time, and we went to the Hoover Dam twice.
How much would it even cost me to travel to?
Yeah, maybe you get a COVID discount.
A COVID discount.
Ow.
Måske jeg skulle skrive... Ej, den hedder hamburger.
Is there something happening for Lunar New Year? Is anyone planning space in Colombia for Lunar New Year?
It tells me it can take around 15 hours to travel.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And a plane, right?
With plane.
Is it a direct flight?
No, I need to change no matter what.
You could probably, you know what? You could probably take a train to an airport that has a good flight, a good direct flight. That's what I would do if I was you.
Might as well go travel in Europe.
Right?
See France, Spain, Italy.
Hold on.
No matter how many flights I see, I need to have one changing, no matter what.
I've actually been to Denmark years and years and years ago.
Okay. Stand
So
here.
this we see.
Come in. Come in. Who's here? Oh, it's just
Business
Tef.
Direct.
So it's Tef, and then this is our friend Peter. You've met Tef before, right?
Mm-mm.
Tef is in Denmark. And then Peter's a new friend. He is in the Netherlands. And then this is Laura. You might have met Laura. No, you didn't. I don't think you've met Laura.
Okay.
Actually, New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve.
That's what I thought it was.
Ooh.
She was our disco ball installer.
Oh man, I did it again, you guys. I just spilled tea into my charging port again.
Oh no, you did that before.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go turn the mic on so you can hear.
Oh.
There's a speaker.
Soggy balls.
Actually,
come on. Sorry, streaming and.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, no matter what, when and company and all that, I have to like take one middle. Like I need to stop one area to change flights.
LA? Or somewhere on your end?
Show me where I need to do that.
LA least did you hear what I was asking you before? Is there something? Are you holding space anywhere for the Lunar New Year?
No. Nope. Yeah, I thought I heard you ask that question, but I'm sorry. You weren't in frame, so I didn't know if you were talking to us.
My kitchen.
Yeah. I don't know of any events. Do you know of any?
No, but I'd love to maybe have some tea here.
Cool. When do you want to do that?
What day is
That's
that?
Denver.
Let's see.
You missed Jeremy's beard. Jeremy's beard has left. We can watch the
you know
VOD.
what? Thursday is the eve, so it's already it'll already be it will already be Lunar New Year's Eve. So
Yeah, what was that beard?
Yeah, that's Jeremy. Jeremy is a pillar of this community and this event. You know, tea on Thursdays. Jeremy every week comes with new gear to adorn his beard. And it brings delight for everyone.
Okay.
Today he had a poo in his beard. No way.
Oh.
A Winnie the Pooh.
Well, no matter what kind of airplane and airways I take, I will need to change flight 1 area. Change air. No matter what. And I can either do it in Heathrow in England, or I can do it somewhere in France or Germany. But actually, if I do France or Germany, I will need to change flight 2 times. Because like then I end up in something like, what's this? That is, Denver is one of them. Seattle.
Denver, go to Denver, and then go to a dispensary, and then get back on the train.
Then I see no reason to do Denmark because I do not do that kind.
Bummer.
So I have no reason to go through Denmark.
Oh, is he gonna spark up? That's funny.
I do not know where this is, but something called John F. Kennedy International Airport.
Yeah, that's in
Don't
New
go
York.
to JFK.
No.
That's in New York.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a
Yeah,
mess.
I mean, I guess if you were to go to any airport, the coolest airport is the Denver airport, and it's centrally located. It's a short. Yeah, it's like mountains. The whole airport is shaped in the shape of the beautiful mountain, like mountain ridge around Denver. It's beautiful.
I can also go through Chicago, O'Hare.
No, you
That's
don't want
a
to.
terrible airport to go through. We're all like, nope.
Actually, I like this one where I need to go through Seattle. Because then I also need to go through Iceland.
Ooh.
Like, I will take a plane from Denmark to Iceland, and then from Iceland to Seattle, and then from Seattle to McCain International Airport.
Tef is coming to Vegas. Really? Yeah, that's what he's talking
how
about
much
doing.
will it cost me?
And then I'll go with you.
Ted, do you also need a visa to travel to the States?
I will probably also need a visa and everything else, but just the air tickets, so far as I can see, will cost me 3 months of rent.
Yeah, tickets are expensive.
And that is only one way.
I know.
That means I need an entire year of rent to be able to take just 1 week of vacation in LA.
I'm gonna find you a ticket. I'll find you a ticket. I'm good at finding good tickets.
Like the cheapest one I can find, it will cost me like the rent for 1 month.
Wait, what? What? Why are tickets really cheap to come to the States right now? Our cases are going up. I would think that the flights would be really cheap.
Same. Yeah.
But the earliest I can go, but this is also on economy class. But the earliest I can go will be March the 29th.
Check cheaptickets.nl.
I almost do not dare do it.
I use Hopper. I don't know if that's available where you are, but I use Hopper and just keep an eye on them. Like right now, I'm watching a flight to Honolulu. That's like $200, and it should go down a little bit.
I've never bought air ticket before, so like it will be my first time doing it, so it will become a mess. And I will probably find something expensive.
Hey, so I found an awesome flight from it's $710 US, 710 US round trip, and it stops through Amsterdam. It stops through Amsterdam and Salt Lake City.
Oh.
And it is one way forth and one way back.
Yeah, and it's back. The flight back is going through. Yeah, it's round trip. $710.
$710.
Yep.
That is 2 months of rent for me.
Is it? Okay. For international travel, that's a pretty good price, you know? Not too bad.
Like anything that is less than 3 months of rent is a good price.
I see.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hold on. So is your rent just really cheap, Tev?
It is extremely cheap.
Okay. You know what? For you. Because it sounds like what you pay in 3 months is what I pay in 1 month. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a rent that's saying 2,300 a month. That is the rent. If you translate it to dollars, it will be 370.
Wow.
Yep. So that is my rent for 3 months. Is how much you pay for 1 month. Yep.
So you're saying my rent is 3 times as much as yours?
No, my rent is 3 times as much as yours.
Because like what I pay in 1 month is what you pay.
Oh, sorry. What you pay in 3 months is what I pay in 1 month.
So you pay over $1,000 for 1 month.
1 month, correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For a tiny studio in a shitty neighborhood. Yep.
Well, the former place I lived, in the former apartment, actually did pay more than $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And that is like 600 meters to the south of here.
Yeah.
But again, I also have if my 50% as much space as I have now.
Yeah, so but when you say, oh, that's like 3 months of rent, to me, when someone says, oh, that's da-da-da of my rent money, it makes me think they're saying that's a lot of money. But your rent is very cheap, so to you, you're like, 3 months of rent is not a big deal. If I were to be like, oh, that's rent for a month, like that means, that phrase means I can't afford it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's relative. And
yeah, it is relative because but when I say it's 3 months of rent, it is expensive because I live in a cheap place, and if I need to pay for 3 times my rent, then it's become expensive. But if I lived in something like Copenhagen or one of the other 4 big cities here in Denmark and have the same amount of space, my rent would also be at least twice as much. It's because I'm living out in the boons with the birds have already returned home with their lunch in bags. That's because I'm living so far out that my rent is so low. But other people are paying the double as much rent for less the space.
What does it look like outside? Over there.
dark right now.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the night.
In the boons.
In the boons.
You see stars?
Yeah. Do you guys have a lot of light pollution there? Like, can you see the stars?
Like, not exactly where I am right now, I cannot go out and see the stars. But like, if I go a little out to one of the, I can go a little out, and then I can see the stars. I do not need to go far. I do not even need to go out of the city. I just need to go away from Centrum. And then I can see the stars.
Same here. I have a big lake nearby on walking distance. So yeah, it can be clear skies here.
How big is the lake?
I don't know.
Is it big enough to drown?
Yeah.
Is it big enough to sail around in?
Yeah, you can sail on it.
Is there living at least 3 family of ducks in it?
Really? Wait, let me find that for you.
That's so funny.
That's how one of the locals is measuring how big a lake is. It depends on how many ducks is living in there, how much can you sail in it, and can you drown in it. Because if you can drown in it, it is deep enough. If you can sail in it, it is like area enough. If there is, depending on how many ducks family is in it, it is livable enough. Like people can actually live stuff there, and you can still sail around.
Can I put links in here somewhere or not?
You can send it directly to us, because like in our little screen you can see there is like both a microphone and like a letter. Like press the letter and then you can send us a letter with the link.
I haven't sent you a letter.
It sounds old school, I know.
Well, that's why I think it would be so great to do a Lunar New Year thing here, because we could all just send each other red envelopes.
So great.
Well, they will turn red when we have someone sending us stuff.
Right. That's what I mean.
Mine is always red. Mine is always.
That's because you have not been reading all your letters then.
All on unread, is that why?
I can read them. I mean, all the letters I get are links or they're like short messages, so I never have to open them to like access them and get what I need from them, you know? So.
And that's why you the letters always read, because you do not open every one.
Yeah. So, Peter, you were asking what I'm snacking on. It's this. This is chicharron. This is like comfort pork, as I call it. It's like fried pork belly, fried pork skin, like the fatty.
So it's bacon.
It's like bacon, yeah, but like crunchy. Yeah, it's delicious.
You have the link?
Sweet.
In Denmark, it is called flæskesvær.
Say it again.
You get the link?
Flæskesvær.
Oh, you sent me.
Yeah, I sent you all. Just arrived nearby.
Let's see.
Yeah, that is big enough to like both drown in, sail in, and have at least 3 amount of family of ducks.
Maybe 4.
Yeah, even 4 maybe.
They do have boats.
Oh, wow.
I see a sailboat.
Yeah, we have boats in this country too, yeah.
Yeah, but like also in the lake.
But look at this boat.
Oh.
Because like in Denmark we also have boats, but we do not have it in every lake.
Okay. Well, this one does.
I'm really interested in boats right now. I'm trying to learn about boats.
That's because you want to steal one and travel around the world with it.
I want to learn about boats too, because I feel eventually we will all need to be aquatic to survive.
Like water
But
world?
you will not
like
be alive at that point.
You don't know that. I'm a magical being. I might outlive all of
Like you need to know it, but you are the ones who is coming after you need to know it.
Right, so then epigenetics would say, I need to know it, but they know it also. So, right, I'm working.
No, you just need to force them to learn it.
So I need to embody that so that I can pass it down through my genes for generations to come.
I would rather say you will need to learn to swim and then just train swimming.
Wow.
Because like a boat is just something. Like a boat is just something that keeps you out of the water and can move around. That is a boat. Even if it's a yacht, it's still a boat. If it's like a lot of like a lumber, it's still a boat because like it keeps you out of the water. So you need to make your body feel comfortable in water and behave in water. So those who are coming after you can actually also live in the water. I'm not saying you need to form up gills and like breathe like the fish. I'm not saying that. I just need to say you like need to get the skin between the fingers so you can have better swim ability.
Yep.
Like become semi-froggy.
I'm already on that page. They used to have to drag me out of our above ground pool, and I would come out like all pruny. They're like, "Are you cold?" And they're like shivering and playing at the same time. They're like, "Laura, are you cold? Don't you want to come out?" "No, 5 more minutes, please." Like twirling around underwater. Yeah. Yep. Water bug. At least tell me about your aspirations for a boat.
Yeah, I'm trying to sail around the world to go pick up my tea this spring.
Oh wow!
That's a pretty far-fetched goal, but I'm manifesting. I've been manifesting over the past few weeks. There's been like more setbacks than opportunities, but there's optimism, and that's what's keeping me going forward. Anybody that I've talked to about the project is like, this is interesting. Like, this is like, the people are wanting to help me, but it's like, it's a really hard thing to like find somebody last minute, to send their boat around the world, especially when there's a pandemic going on. And but it's actually a very safe way to travel. Like, I technically could just like quarantine myself on that boat the entire way and like not share my germs with any communities. You know what I mean? And travel around and do that work. But yeah, there's just like a lot of like logistical bottlenecks going on right now in trade, and I want to do something bold. Like, I've been talking about doing this for years. This is like not a new idea, but it was always like this like super like far-fetched, far out there, like bringing back the clipper ship, like the big fast cargo sailboats. I'm not trading on that level yet. Like, I could certainly fill like a yacht, a yacht size sailboat with some tea and make that like feasible. But it's like, this actually might be the year I have to step up and do it.
Check the new lake. That's what we want with the lake now. I'll send you a new lake.
That's what you want?
That's what we wait for here since winter is coming. It's the same lake.
But it's covered in snow?
Sorry.
Sorry about that, guys.
Same here.
It's, oh, wow. Oh, so it gets, whoa.
Cool. That's so cool. I want to do that.
Bitcoin does not want to do that. Look, Bitcoin, you're on the ice. Let me make it full screen. Be funny. Look, we're skiing, guys. Whoa, Bitcoin, come on. We gotta ski.
But yeah, so basically people cannot wait for the winter to kick in here.
Definitely not if you're getting like those minus 10 degrees Celsius, because like that can give the ice a proper option to actually freeze over and give a safe layer to skate around in.
Bitcoin does not like this game.
I can understand that. You will fall flat on the face and hurt yourself.
Use a chair in front of it.
All right. Do you, Peter? Do you participate in these activities?
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, not on that plank. But if the ice is there again, yeah, I will go skate. Maybe I can swing.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I can try. Better order a new cell phone also. If I fall.
Super cool.
But I can try.
Little tight pants. Did you like that video? Did
Yes,
you
they
like
look like they're having fun.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Not for Bitcoin though. There's no music. I've just noticed that. We've been hanging out with no music.
Yeah. I actually go and get some work done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, it was awesome to spend time with you. You are an incredible person, and you are doing an incredible job. Thank you so much.
And we look forward to meet you again next time.
A fourth time for you, Tef. That'd be a good one.
I'll stop counting and then just say I'm enjoying her time around me all the time.
I think it's been at least 5 times, Tef.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not counting because you said 3.
Did I say? No, I think I said just more than twice. I don't know. I was just noting that you said on the second time you make these decisions about people, so I was curious. But
Well, you make those decisions each time you meet a human being. No matter how many times you have met them before, if I do not like you this time, then why should I go and meet you again next time?
yeah, I
So
usually
like
make that pretty quickly though.
But it's not like you are like meeting people 3 times and then you decide, yes, I want to meet this human every day for the rest of my life, or like I'll never meet this person again. Like you're deciding from time to time because sometimes you also meet people randomly without planning it. You just bump into them and be like, oh, you fall down now, let me help you up again. Like, and then you decide if you want to meet them again or not.
Yeah, if you want to meet them again, you throw them on the floor again.
Well, if I bump into people, they tend to fall. Like,
Here, let me help you up. Haven't we met before?
I'm 6.7.
All right, Laura. Well, I hope you have a great night.
Thanks, you
Enjoy
too.
yours. Thanks.
See you hopefully on Monday.
Yep. Hopefully Monday.
Yeah. Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peter?
Nice
Right?
to meet you too. Yep.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, guys, this is my friend Faith. If you didn't catch that earlier.
Hi,
We
Faith.
did not. Hello, Faith. It's wonderful to have you around. You're giving us hope in humanity.
It's a nice statement.
What do you guys think Joe is doing?
Eating dinner?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock. He's probably eating dinner. Maybe he forgot.
Or
that he
dessert.
left us. Yeah.
Or forgot we around here. Like that could also happen that he forgot about us.
Yeah.
Or like someone has been coming, knocking on his door, and he now have a visitor he actually do not like. You don't know how to speak out again. Like,
Yep.
that have sadly happened to me before, that someone I do not like have come visit me, and no matter how much I'm trying to tell them to like go away without being like fuck off, they just did not leave.
Yeah.
That was 6 horrible hours.
6 hours. Gee.
Yeah, because like even so I'm evil, I also try to be kind because I might need their existence at a later time to like take over the world or something else. So
But
like,
you have
the less I
anticipation.
tell people to fuck off, the more inclined they are to help me in another time when I need to use their skill to something.
Oh. You have an ambition of taking over the world, Tev?
No, not really. It's too much work. But it sounds cool anyway.
Bitcoin says he's down to help you out as long as you can hook him up with some treats.
Well, he got you. I do not need him.
No, but he knows what's up to take over the world. His name is Bitcoin. Come on.
Yeah, and for now, so far as I know, bitcoins are useless.
What? Bitcoin, you hear that? He called you useless.
No, I'm saying bitcoins are useless. I did not say bitcoin are useless. There's a difference if I put on an S or not.
I've never, you don't hear Bitcoins often. You don't hear that word often, the plural form of Bitcoin. You don't hear that often.
That's because people is so poor they can only buy one.
I mean, you gotta have some bank to buy one these days. I can't buy
Nowadays, people like need another kind of currency to buy one Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm not gonna buy Bitcoin because like it is too expensive. Like as I'm saying, people is too poor to buy more than one, and those who buy
you can
one,
buy
they only
fractions.
buy one.
You can buy super duper fractions of them.
And what am I gonna do with those fractions?
Just watch them increase in size, just like the stocks, like stock market,
And then what?
And then you can use it later on. You can cash it out. You have to like pay your taxes on your gains, but you can still make enough gains to make it worth an investment. Or, I don't use it as an investment tool, but like investing in the technology and the ideology and like supporting it, because it could bring a lot of good to the world,
If they want my $2 to improve some kind of technology, then I will happily give them $2. But that's I do not need to buy some kind of stock to do.
Nope. And you don't have to buy into it, but yeah, just like stay up to date. I'll help you out with it. I don't buy Bitcoin and invest in it.
No, you already got a Bitcoin.
I got the most valuable one, yep.
Like you got one that's useful for 14 years and then you can replace it.
Bitcoin, are you using replaceable?
That is a sad truth, but that's still a truth. But of course, it cannot be an exact replacement because like each Bitcoin you get will be a different one. But like it can be similar to some degree.
Do you have
like one knows four paws.
So one Bitcoin costs here around 31,000 euros. Wow.
You said 14,000? 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
A lot. It's gonna go up even higher. It's good though. It's good because like what the thing that's driving it up higher is the demand. It's a supply and demand equation, and so like the more adoption there is of it, like I use it in my business, and like when I want to send money to the farmers that I work with, I send them large bank wires. There's always fees taken off, and all of the exchange rates, like currency exchange, or if it moves over a border, there has to be some bank involved, and they all take their cut. And with the Bitcoin, we can move Bitcoin easily because it's peer-to-peer. And then there's exchanges. And so like we can actually process transactions that happen immediately where there's no gain or loss on, the exchange rate. And it just makes for a more efficient movement of money.
I didn't know that. You can also buy a part of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can buy small, tiny little parts of the Bitcoin, yeah.
Satoshi. Okay.
So it's kind of like a gem, like a diamond smashed pieces.
Yeah, but if you share a Bitcoin with somebody else, and one wants to sell and the other does not, how does that go?
No, they're all separated, you know, it's like, and these exchanges, they handle all of that. The exchanges themselves, like whichever one you're going to buy from or end up, you know, storing your Bitcoin in, like the banks, they will handle, you know, all of the holding of the Bitcoin. So when you have a fraction of it, it's not.
Okay.
I still do not see the reason for getting some kind of, no matter if it's an entire piece of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You want to go all in? You only have Bitcoin if you can have a full Bitcoin?
Only if I can get that Bitcoin I can see on my screen, else I do not want Bitcoin.
Aw, Bitcoin, you hear that? He wants you. You guys want to hear a funny story? Like whenever I was like first starting the company, you know, like I adopted Bitcoin really early. So like within the Bitcoin circles of like the first innovators, like the first people that were mining Bitcoin and getting involved like early days, like they, you know, were buying tea from us and we became friends with them. And I was fundraising and I was able to accept, you know, an investment with Bitcoin, but like my sisters are CPAs, so she does all the accounting, and then my lawyer, my lawyer, they advised me like do not hold that Bitcoin, and all of the legal transactions, the contract should all be in US dollar, which means don't technically take the money into your account until it's in US dollar. But then, you know, we accepted the Bitcoin. So I did not hold the Bitcoin. At that time, it was a $50,000 investment when Bitcoin was worth $170.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I received many Bitcoins. It was many. It wasn't just a fraction of a Bitcoin. I received many Bitcoins, but they all exchanged. Like I never actually held it or got the, you know, increased value on it. But, you know, people like cry when they hear that story because, you know, they hear a story of people losing their Bitcoin. Like they got a bunch of Bitcoin early on and then they lost it. But I don't feel sad about that because I've got the best Bitcoin.
All right. Anyways, I go to bed.
Okay, Peter. Thanks for joining us.
My mouth is too sore. You know, it hurts.
Well, thank you for coming by. It has been lovely to meet you.
Yep.
We all hope that you are going to have a continued great night and have a great sleep.
Yep. I'll try.
Good night.
All right. Night.
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 Hey Joe, we were wondering when you were gone. We were all trying to guess what you were doing while you were gone.
Cooking dinner.
Oh, so you were cooking dinner. Cool. What'd you guys make?
We had venison backstrap and eggs and homemade sourdough.
Oh, what? Yum.
Yeah, it was super good.
Bitcoin says I want some.
Yeah, there are a few things that I enjoy more than a venison tenderloin.
You've had that?
Yeah. Yeah, deer's very good.
Very
delicious. Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, I wish we had that more out here in Nevada, but not as much as Tennessee.
Yeah, Faith used to live in Tennessee. Joe, you and Faith have met before, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin's on one now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been super fun.
Yeah, if nothing else, we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, see you on Monday. I hope you have a great week.
See you on Monday.
Yeah, Tev, thanks for hanging out, man. I hope you have a good rest.
Yes, thank you. I will try and go to rest. Actually, try to go to rest and then see if we succeed or not.
Well, I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you. See ya.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I've got one person. Oh, I got two.
Oh, the
We'll vote
one is you.